Hey gang, Pastor Preston here. Just wanted to first say to you guys, thank you so much to all that were able to make it to our first ever FC Kids volunteer picnic and football game. What a great time of fellowship, and the food was great, and the weather was awesome. Amazing that the weather held up like it did until right when we were done, that torrential downpour just came out of nowhere, falling like cats and dogs. But up until that point, it was a beautiful day, and we had a lot of fun. And we'll do it again sooner than later. I was saying that would be an annual thing, but I think we'll do one in the spring. We'll try to do a spring picnic, FC Kids get together, and a fall one to come together and do those kind of things, because it was a great time. So look forward to that in the springtime. Next, this weekend is Treasures and Treats. So instead of doing a craft time, this is really applying right now to the 3, 4, and 5-year-old room. Instead of doing crafts, we will just have a time of doing a candy walk around the perimeter of the preschool and go room to room. We won't have the babies, of course, walk the perimeter. They're not eating candy. They don't care about that. But you will be a stop on the station for them to get candy from. They're going to go to each one of the doors. So the kids will come around and knock, and then just give them a piece and then send them on to the next door, and it'll be a fun little time that we'll have with them. But that's all we'll be doing with the Treasures and Treats on the preschool end of things. The other thing I wanted to mention was a campaign we're starting this weekend called the Lasso Ranch for Christmas. And what that is all about is if you pay $200 deposit right now for a elementary age kid, 2nd through 5th grade, who you want to send to camp, if you pay that $200 right now before December 12th, you'll get a commemorative t-shirt and certificate that you can place under the tree for your child to open to present to them, that they will get to go to camp in 2011. Now the other part of that is the price is going to increase to $749 in February 15th. And so if you put $200 down right now and pay $100 out over the next 3 or 4 months, then you will be able to have that paid off by the time the February time comes around. So make sure you're planning now. Don't put it off, because camp will be here before you know it, and you're going to all want to make sure your kid can get in to camp and take part in that price. Keep it locked in at the $5.99 rate. So make sure you're doing that if you want to get your kid to camp next year. Next thing was parent-child dedication. Parent-child dedication is on November 14th. Right now we have like 6 or 7 kids that are signed up for that, and I know we have way more 24-month and below in our ministry, about 60. I'm going to be making some calls and emails out to folks. But if you know of a child that is 24 months or younger that doesn't know about it or needs to know about it, please let them know about it, and let them know they need to get in touch with me so we can get them signed up, and they can do that online as well. But that's coming up on the 14th, and there is a pre-dedication parent meeting that is required the weekend before on November 7th after services. So this is this weekend and the following week are the last days that they can get signed up to do the parent-child dedication. The other last tip I wanted to mention was concerning offering, and this is for the Elevate Junior rooms. I want to make sure that we are building into the kids about the importance of offering, that this is something that they are bringing to God, that they are worshiping God through this, and not that it's just change for the bucket or just money given to the church, but that there's a purpose behind it, and that purpose being that we want to show our love and honor and respect of our Lord, of God. And there in your curriculum there is some pages, there's an offering activity page that tells you what you need to say. Just go over that. It's the same thing every single time, but it's something we all need to just kind of lock into our memory so that we are on board with that vision of what the offering is all about. We're bringing it to the storehouse to show our love for God. So we want to make sure it's about that they're giving to God, giving to Jesus, and not just giving money to the bucket. So we'll talk about that a little bit more this coming weekend too in our meeting. So make sure you're there at 8:30. We'll have another activity of get to know you activities, and I want to start that pretty promptly. I'm sorry I said 8:30, but 8:45, and we'll do that all again this weekend. So I'll look forward to seeing you all for Treasures and Treats. Y'all have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.